Happy New Year, Brother Andrew Dow. Hopefully it's gonna be a good one. That's what we are hoping. Happy New Year, Brother Gargar. Happy New Year, Sister Atong.
The most simplest one in the world. Get yourself the better with the reggae music coming straight to you from the one of the most peaceful men. So many lying down on the streets, whatever them with their guns in their hands. Get yourself the most free time and preach about freedom. Preach about freedom.
All right, Assalamu alaikum, viewers of concern, citizens of South Sudan. I welcome you all wherever you are to this special episode. Happy New Year, and we wish you a prosperous New Year. As you can see there, I have a topic. This is something out of the schedule because it's the New Year. It's the 1st of January 2019. We are no longer saying 2018 tonight. So we want to see your wishes and hope and all good thing for our new country, for you, for our new country, for everybody, for our neighbor, Sudan country as well. The year 2019 is started in January 1st. According to the calendar, to our calendar year. Now, what are the hopes and expectation to our country as the year begin? That's why Concerned Citizen of South Sudan came out tonight to interact with you, to have this special show. So it's going to open for all of you, South Sudanese from all walk of life. Nothing too political, but of course, we are going to involve, because the politics is the one that got us to the situation that we are in right now. So I welcome you all over the world, my dear brothers and sisters, viewers of concern, citizens of South Sudan. We need people who talk about the unity. People who divide us along the ethnic line, tribal line. They are not my fans, to be honest with you. So we need people that have a good hope, have good expectation. Those are the people that we should focus on. Because 2018, 2017, 2016, and you go back there, we were so divisive. And I hope this year will bring unity and prosperity among ourselves. We need to start from ourselves. If you have a lot of friends and they are trying always to bring you down and they don't want to prosper, they don't want to move ahead, and they don't want to move ahead, I don't think it would be a waste to spend time in that group, because actually they don't want any success. They don't want to move. They don't want to move, right? So we need to think beyond our interests, beyond our clans, beyond our tribe. That's what's supposed to happen. So my dear brothers and sisters, I welcome all of you to this special show of concern, citizen of South Sudan, because I know you are concerned. That's why we are doing this, so we can interact together. So go ahead and send in your request, and I want to see your year resolution, your hopes for the country, for yourself, for anyone that you care. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and do this. But while we are doing that, I'm going to play a little bit of music here and see. I'm going to get young, but a bit young, but sure. Let's go ahead. All right, DJ Hakim, I saw you requested. Hakim, I saw you requested. Yes, of course, I can bring you in. So you can have, your perspective. No problem with that. I will do that, Hakim. Expecting everybody to come in and then express. I'm calling you now, Hakim. You requested. And of course, you can express hope, concern, as we are going forward. Hakim, go ahead and answer. What's going on? You are not answering. Answer, please. Go ahead and answer. It shouldn't be that difficult. You just hit that green, accept, so you'll be live. Okay, Akim is not ready, it look like, because I keep calling and he's not answering. I don't know. So let me go ahead. I saw that. Emmanuel Beda, I'm going to call you. Emmanuel Beda. Call you for sure. It is not a joke, my dear brothers and sisters. Emmanuel Beta. I'm calling you. Emmanuel Beta. Still live. So if it's not working for you, Emmanuel Beta, I'm going to move it ahead. Maybe refresh your device or exit and come back. It might work. Let me go for next person here and see requested. Ayak, I saw you requested as well. I'm going to go ahead and call you. Hopefully it will work for you, Ayak. Let me try. It's not working for those. And if you have a headphone, please, ahead of the game. I don't know.
Hello?
Your device always makes kind of funny noise. I don't know what's going on with that.
Me?
Yeah, the device always. But now it looks like it's settled down. Are you in a noisy place or something like that?
No, I'm at home.
Yeah, now it's settled down, which is good. Now, Ayak, you can see our topic there. Welcome to Concerned Citizen and Happy New Year, by the way. You see the topic as the year is started, 2019, according to our calendar. Now, what are the hopes and expectations to our country? And let us start from you. Your New Year resolution, what do you want to happen to you? What do you want to happen to your friends? What do you want to do? And then also for our beloved country. So go ahead, show your face, please. Don't worry. Nothing can happen. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, everyone. First of all, I'll start with greeting all your viewers and greeting you and tell you Happy New Year and Happy New Year to all your viewers. I wish them all the best and nothing else. My hope for South Sudan will be unity, unity, and unity. Maintain peace and stability and harmony.
Yes.
And I wish for development, for South Sudan. We should start with, improving our security, because without national security, we won't have a peaceful country. We won't even improve our education, healthcare. So all these, it start with, national security of the country. So I wish for all that to happen in my country. And also, I wish like the South Sudanese leaders should all, unite and see what is missing, in our country, so that we can work towards that, or work, to make it better. And my second thing is just to wish all my South Sudanese all the best, whoever want to do something positive in their lives, or in their life, they should start doing it. Let's stay away from negativity, and let's stay away from tribalism, because this is not going to get us anywhere. We have to unite. We have to be, one people, because when we are strong, our country going to be strong as well. But when we are weak, we will let, anyone else to just come and break us apart. So we have to, unite, be one people, be one voice. So this is just my message to everyone. And my New Year resolution is just keep healthy as always. Because without my health, I won't do anything. So I have to be healthy, and then everything else will follow. So please, if you have extra time in your hand, stay away from negativity. Stay away from going, on Facebook and throw shades to people, saying negative things, and just go register to a gym, work out,
Yes.
an hour a day. It's enough. You're going to be doing something better in your life, and as well, you're going to keep away from negativity. So this is my only thing. Also, let's just, focus on our education, educating ourselves, educating our kids. I think that's all.
Well, thank
Yeah,
you so much, Ayak, for coming on
yeah,
and wishing our beloved country the stability and transparency and unity. Yes,
yeah.
from the beginning of this show, as usual, always, I play that, song, united we stand and divided we fall. So
Yeah,
when we are united, we stand. And when we are divided, that's why we are falling apart. That's why everything is going downhill.
yeah.
So thank you so much. And your year resolution is so good too, because you
Yeah,
want to be healthier and you wanted to do more. Yes, without being healthy, we cannot be productive. Nothing we are going to do. So thank you so
exactly.
much, for coming on and wishing everybody that and wishing our beloved country. Please stick around. And if you wanted to jump in a little bit later also, you are welcome at any time.
Thank you for
Bye.
having me.
Gonzo.
Thank you, and may God bless you and bless South Sudan and bless all the South Sudanese.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much. All right. Let me go here to the next person. Let me see. We have a next person here online. What the heck was that guy with the angry face? Go to sleep if you don't want to be in the show. Okay. Go ahead and send in your request, Jamal. Send in your request. Hakim, I called you before. You didn't answer. Now you send in another one. Okay, I'm going to try this time. Hakim, Madang Longaser, Happy New Year. Akbar betak sinu.
Jadi moy, engul lorot.
Chinkraj, Sana Jadid. Let's open a new chapter. All right. Keep the flow. How are you?
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good. You know, you're gonna have a wonderful show. I don't wanna, you know me. I don't wanna take more time. Just let's focus on the topic. And
Correct.
I wanna tell you, Jongkor, may God bless you with your family. You have a lovely family and your kids and
Thank
your
you.
audience. Um, what I know as we a human being, it's just a day passed by.
Yes.
Changes is not because of the new year. Changes will come from your heart anytime if you want to.
Correct.
But not because the new year people can change.
Mm.
If you don't want to change, you cannot change. It's up to you.
That's correct.
But not because of the why can we wait for new year so that we can change?
You're right, but the new year is the big event too, because if we keep doing bad thing, sometimes somebody can listen to himself, can listen to his heart and say, I have been doing all this bad thing all this year. Well, this new year, maybe I should, change. So it's a big thing. And that's why we have kind of hope there. Some people they wait for that moment. Go ahead, Akim Zehiko.
No problem. Always, in New Year people have resolutions. People have new stuffs coming in their life, but it's up to individual in their heart, regardless of the New Year. Is
Mm-hmm.
universe all over the world. But if you don't want to change, you will remain Jonkor forever,
Mm.
regardless of what. So anyway, um, Ana Bugulu Sukran. I would say thanks God I'm healthy. My resolution for New Year, I want to keep myself young, strong.
Mm-hmm.
I want to take care of my family, the young ones, the loved ones that I love. And my wife is very young, very small, And I will just say, my wife, thank you so much for being with me You've been with me for all this year.
I remember when we
And
played soccer.
yes. I used to go play. Yes, I used to go play cards until morning, but still my wife understands me well. She's strong behind me,
That's a blessing.
and I'm so blessed to have a wonderful somebody daughter like her. And I will just say thanks God for all the gift from God that I have.
No problem.
You know,
Yeah.
and I will go straight forward to our country. We all love peace. We all need stability in our country.
No.
We need to go back home and enjoy the fruits that our grandparents fought long time ago.
Mm.
And I'm the person that I believe if there's a peace tonight, security is tonight, I will pack my luggage and I will just go and relax in my own motherland.
Correct.
But the hope is still alive. So I will say to my South Sudanese people, we all love peace. We're not negative. And we need, let God touch our leaders' hearts.
I like that, Hakeem. I like that the spirit, hope, still alive, and dream shall never die.
Yep.
Ted Kennedy.
Yep.
Good job.
Yep. So what I will say, what our leaders are planning, what they're planning for this new year, and regardless for our brothers that they never signed the peace. And I will say this, all the plans that we can hear through social media, may God heal our leaders not to escalate, not to exceed for a lot of violence. Let them come back to the table to bring those who never signed the peace. Because without those who still never signed the peace, the hope is not alive. We still worry. We still worry because we're all brothers and sisters. And like those of Thomas Rilo, I will say Happy New Year to Thomas Rilo as a brother, and let God touch their heart. Let them go back to the table so that we can know nobody's left out of the train, regardless of the numbers. You know, if a few numbers outside, if you have family, you have like 5 kids, one is missing, you have to worry.
Oh, yeah, of course.
You have to worry. So my worry here with this son is missing. Let God touch their hearts and let them come back to the table so that we can know all the kids are back home safely.
Yes.
This is my worry here, and I wish God will touch their hearts, will touch their feelings, and then hopefully they will resume the talks peacefully without any problem, and we will know all the kids that are back home safely. And may God bless you guys and bless the audience. This is just my advice. This is what I worry about. The one concern I worry about, this one son is missing. Let him come back home and take care of business. That's all I can say.
Thank you so much, brother, for wishing and coming to concerned citizen of South Sudan. I wish you a prosperous year and peace with your family too. Thank you, Hakeem Zayiko. It was good having you. Let me move here.
Who loves you more than anyone else?
Other South Sudanese who
Credit card
requested,
companies.
I can bring them in
Buy something?
so we can
Credit card.
move ahead. Thank you, brother.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
All right, let me go ahead in my line and see here what else. Sending you requests, my dear brothers and sisters. I'm calling you Clara Martin.
Hey,
Hello, Clara Martin. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Good. Happy
كالعادة أنا ما في البيت.
New Year.
I'm celebrating. Yeah, I'm celebrating with my friends.
That's good. That's a good thing too. So
Okay.
go ahead.
I'm just gonna say Happy New Year to all of you guys. كل سنة وانتم طيبين. كل سنة وربنا يبارككم ويخليكم في شنو ويحقق لكم كل الأماني. بسلم لكل الناس. بسلم لكل الناس المشاهدينك.
Go ahead. People are calling you like crazy.
بس people are calling me. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
بقول لكم كل سنة وانتم طيبين. انتوا سامعيني؟
I understand, like if somebody doesn't want you to talk, I think, because they keep calling.
I know. I know. الصوت قاعد يتردد عندي هنا ما اعرف ليه.
No, me here. انسى منك.
اوكي خلاص بقول لكم كل سنه وانتم طيبين. الحاجه الوحيده اللي انا هقوله بقول انه بلدنا السنه ده ان شاء الله يكون سنه بتاع السلام، سنه بتاع محبه، سنه بتاع blessing و success. I know.
Go ahead. كملي don't worry. كملي.
انت سامعني؟
أنا سامعك أيجا. You are okay. You are clear.
ما اعرف الصوت بيتردد عندي ليه.
I don't know. Maybe من التليفون sometimes بيحصل.
اوكي خلاص انا ما هتكلم كتير لانه شكلي كده عندي a lot of calls people are calling me. بس ما عندي اي حاجه كتير اقوله، بس انا دايره الناس يكونوا السنه ده يكون سنه بس نعمل فيه السلام.
إن شاء الله.
نعمل فيه سلام لنفسنا، اي زول يكون عنده سلام مع نفسه. اول حاجه سلام مع نفسك وسلام مع الاخرين. ان شاء الله نحن كلنا نيوز الفيسبوك ده بطريقه كويس، بطريقه بتاع ناس مثقفين، بطريقه بتاع ناس متعلمين، بطريقه بتاع الناس بيعرفوا يعملوا حاجه في حياتهم. So all of us we need to enjoy together ونعملوا work together for السلام الجاي ده. شهر 4 ان شاء الله لما يكون في سلام في الجنوب نرجع كلنا الجنوب، فيا ريت يا ريت كلنا كده نعملوا للسلام. حتى لو في زول عنده مشكله معاك just let it go ونحن في السنه الجديد ما دارين نرجع ورا للحاجات القديمه.
نعم.
So ده الحاجة الوحيدة اللي أنا هقول. Still I have a lot of call. I don't know why.
No problem, Clara, Sister Clara, Jack Martin. Thank you so much for coming in and wishing everybody and wishing our beloved country, peace and stability for 2019. Thank you, my sister. Until we meet again, please stick around.
وكل سنة وأنت طيب، وقول لأسرة بتاعك كل سنة وأنت طيب، لأبان قول له كل جا قال له كل سنة وأنت طيبة.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I will. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. All right. All right. Let me go ahead and see on my list here. Yes, of course, I see you. My brother, I saw a lot of people requested, which is a good thing. I am so happy for that. Let me go ahead here, Athian. And then after that, I will go for you, my brother, Sabata. You just came. But Athian, I'm calling you right now. Go ahead, answer. Athian, I'm calling you. Athian Manoj. Go ahead and share it. Why there is no thumb up? You guys don't like the show today? I don't see any thumb. Wishing all you a happy new year. So the topic guide is the Mighty Shaibinu. Okay? What are the hope and expectations to our
Salam alaikum.
Alaikum salam ya Monjej.
Hi, how are you, my brother?
Ya Monjej. Fanan.
All right, man. Yeah, man. First time.
Huh?
Yeah, man. I've been seeing you doing your thing, man. For almost I don't know how many. God knows, probably 3 years. You doing your shows.
No. Almost 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
Yeah.
But man, you're doing really good, man. Doing a good job.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Keeping our South Sudanese citizens aware of the issues, that is going on, in our country. So
no problem.
So how you been?
I am being good. I'm doing fantastic. We need stability. We need transparency. We need everybody to live in peace and enjoy in peace like we are enjoying in peace. And we want them back home too, to hope that we can go home and build the nation. So now the topic there, Yavanan.
Yeah.
Now we are a new year. What are the hopes and expectations to our country as the new year begins?
Okay. First of all, thank you for your questions. برسالة بتاعي كمان هيكون ممكن أوجهه especially being an artist. ممكن نرجع طلب بتاعي لكل الفنانين بتاع جنوب السودان. and هم يحاولوا يشجعوا للسلام والتنمية والوحدة
Yes.
بين الجنوبيين كلهم ولا في diaspora whether in the diaspora or in South Sudan.
Yes.
Because you know, South Sudanese artists have very big influence, you know, in actually sending the messages.
Yes.
Yeah, message. So I believe that we have, you know, a few artists back home, or maybe in Kenya, Uganda, you know, they sing in they encourage the divisions within South Sudanese. So we do ask these people to actually focus in uniting the country, because the country has been divided for so many years, and we don't want 2019 to be the year of division. We want peace and we want unity. And also, my message to the leaders of South Sudanese people around the world, especially those on social media.
Thank you, Sister.
To actually support the peace. We don't want to divide. We don't want our country to be bonded in you know, tribal lines. You know, we don't want that to happen in 2019. We want it change. We want to leave 2018, 2017. Everything that ever happened, we don't want it to repeat itself again in 2019. We want a development. We want to see our people united on social media, because social media, that's the biggest you know, that's actually, it has more impact in our political, you know, line back, especially in South Sudan. Everything we say, negatively or positively, it has impact in our you know, in our country. So let's stand together. Let's make sure we encourage peace, and every message that everyone wanted to actually convey online, it has to be either, you know, supporting for peaceful, you know, dialogue, our educational. Go out on Facebook, talk about something educational, something for, you know, beneficial, you know, for us, you know. So that's actually my messages. And once again, brother Jongkor, thank you for your time. This is my first time actually being invited in your show.
Yeah, and it's good. Maybe sometimes I did not recognize the name, but it's good though.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, you know, I've seen a lot of topics. You know, you come up on live and you speak about it. You know, I'm sure, you know, I have something. Maybe I might not have more to express, but maybe a little bit, just a few words to, you know, to say in your show. Hopefully, it's not going to be the first or the last. Hopefully, next time, if I see you coming up online, if I'm actually, I don't want to press the button if I don't have anything to add.
Yes, no problem.
So it's going to be a waste of time just to come and just waste your time, you know, because a lot of people always you know, invited in your show. So it's also always good to come when you have to contribute something positive, not negative.
That's right. That's right.
So,
well, Monjej, thank you so much, you know, for coming on. This is a concerned citizen of South Sudan, and I wish you too, you know, a happy new year and prosper 2019, and you can produce more albums and more and more.
Thank you very much.
It has influence. Thank you so much, my brother, and please stick around. Then if you want to come back later, it would be so appreciated. Thank you, Atian.
Absolutely, thank you. Have a good day.
All right, let's go ahead and see who is next, and I believe Mr. Sabata Ariamba is there. So I'm calling you right now. Sabata, Happy New Year. And
hello,
good to see you,
brother.
Yes.
Brother John.
I'm doing good. Oh my God. I hope your internet will cooperate so we can move ahead.
Hello?
Yes, actually your picture froze for some reason, but go ahead and speak. As long as your voice is there, it's not a problem.
Yeah, thank you very much. All welcome. Also, 2019, and let's praise.
I'm sorry. Let me retry it. Let me try it one more time. Go ahead and send it to me again. because it looked like it didn't work fine. Your voice was cutting off, and we are unable, to hear you. But go ahead and request it again, dear brother. Go ahead and request it again, Sabata. Sabata, go ahead and request again, please, because that one, actually, we were not able to hear you, but hopefully it will be okay this time. Maybe the area you are in, the reception is not okay. Oh, actually, camera is off, Sabata. So let me go ahead and see this. Go ahead and fix that problem. While you're fixing the problem, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Go ahead and send in a request, Jamal. Send in a request. Abdullah Garang, your request disappeared. Let me go ahead with Taban James. Taban James. While we are waiting for Sabata and Abdullah Garang and others. Taban James. Happy New Year, brother. So betak win. So betak ma wade. Hello. يا جماعة دايرين السنة يبدأ زي ده ما بيجي، لكن أنا أجهز لكم والبس لكم بدلة وإنترنت بتاعي زي الفل، وإنتوا تيجي تقطعونا كده ليه بس؟ ها؟ يا تعبان ما ممكن يا جماعة. أنا قاعد أجهز لكم وبيسوي لكم وتجوا تدخلونا كده بس البتاع يقطع ويقطع ليه؟ هلو، ما سامعين صوتك، الناس ما سامعين صوتك. صوت ما في نهاية طبعا جيمس. اوكي let me try. يا إخوتي الشرفاء، أنا بتجهز لكم وإنترنت بتاعي زي الفل وأنا أعمل لكم كويس وتخزلوني ما بيجي برضو. خلي السنة تبدأ كويسة، خلي السنة تبدأ كويسة ولا كيف يا جماعة؟ ها؟ Boost your network, make your network work a little bit better. عشان we need to start this thing good. All right. I'm just making a joke. I'm trying to make a joke. I know أنا أعرف ظروف الإنترنت. عبد الله.
Hello.
عبد الله قرن. Happy New Year, brother. I am doing wonderful, my brother. So you can see there, Happy New Year to you. In the Shaiba topic, the year of 2019 is started. Oh, the network, I don't know what happened. Network بتاعك بتقطع يا عبد الله. Very slow. معلش والله يا اخوي النتورك كمان ما يشتغل يعني. I don't know what to do to my people. I'll call you back again and let's see here. At least I hope. أنا بدي أديك تاني عبد الله، لأن النتورك بتاعك ما ما مظبوط يا جماعة ما تخسروني يا جماعة. Hey Sabata, welcome back. Hopefully it's gonna work this time.
Thank you. Yeah, and I've decided to log in my this
Yes.
is, I see that you are the one breathing now.
What is that?
Are you listening? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you, but so bas few حاجات كده. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Network is not work. It's not good for you guys. What happened? معقول كلام ده؟ This is not good. Yeah, I see that. المورال لازم يمشي فوق يا جماعة. We don't want it to slow it down. Yeah, I hope so, Sister Atok. And we want to start the year, positive. Today is January 1st, ya jama. So it's still adding up. Abdullah.
Hello, brother. Hello. Yeah, I have so bad internet. I don't know why.
Yeah, Malish. Sometimes, it happens. So go ahead. It looks like it's better now, Abdullah. And I'm so sorry to Chagal, my brother.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, first happy new year to you and all your viewers. أنا أتمنى إنه 2019 يكون عام جديد وعام فريد بالنسبة لنا كأسرة بتاعت جنوب السودان. For me, 2018, it was a bad year, and my friend he lost his son in the end of the year. That is so bad. بالنسبة لنا نحن كمجتمع أو كأسرة بتاع جنوب السودان.
نعم.
نتمنى إنه عام 2019 يكون عام بتاع السلام. نشوف كل الناس اللي هم حاملين
نعم. Go ahead.
يعني آمنة لنا.
Yes.
أنا بتمنى لجنوب السودان إن الحكومة تعمل إصلاح اقتصادي عشان الاقتصاد حقنا ينهض، لأنه كل شيء يعني مبني على الاقتصاد. ونتمنى الحكومة إنها تعمل إصلاح سياسي، زي ما قلت يكون عندنا سلام، يكون عندنا ديمقراطية، يكون عندنا حق التعبير. تسافر من واشنطن هنا وانت ماشي جوبا بكون ما خايف من اي حاجه.
نعم.
ونتمنى انه يكون 2018 ده اخر عام بتاع الشلاليات، لانه الشلاليات دمر الجنوبيين.
نعم.
القبليه دمر الجنوبيين. We have to come with new view, new vision, new dreams، عشان نحن كلنا نكون في وطن واحد.
نعم.
وطن يسع الجميع. وانا كمان بتمنى انه concerned citizen of South Sudan to come a TV، اتمنى انه يكون تلفزيون،
We have a long way to
You
go.
can do that, brother Jongkor. Yeah, you can do it because you did a lot. You did a lot. والآن يعني concerned citizen يعني الناس كلها عارفينها بتشكل رأي عام في دايسبرا وفي جنوب السودان ويعني بناقش قضايا حية جدا، قضايا بتاعت مستقبل، قضايا استراتيجية، وبيظهر فيها كوادر بتاعت جنوب السودان، الناس المتعلمين سياسيا اقتصاديا واجتماعيا، والناس بتتعارف، يعني ناس كتير بتتعارف في السوشيال ميديا. ده concerned citizen member ثابت وممبر of very very official. نتمنى في 2019 يكون تلفزيون. Best wishes to all of our South Sudanese and Happy New Year.
انا بشكرك كل الشكر يا اخي عبد الله قرن لمداخلتك ولمشاهدتك ولكلام الحلو ده كله للشعب جنوب السودان وللكل، انه يعم سلام واستقرار وان شاء الله تحول. Concerned citizen of South Sudan did not succeed by itself. It succeeded by the viewers, because of the viewers. عشان في البرنامج ده عملناه وفي ناس شباب نعرة مثقفة لما يجي هنا بيجيبوا كلام كويس، والكلام الكويس الزول اللي ما بيعرف يتعلم منه. انا ذاتي جونكور بيتعلم منهم. So it's all collective. We are all collective in it together. ده مشاركة بتاعنا كلنا الخلانا نصل المرحلة اللي وصلناها now. People now they have different way of understanding. They can negotiate. لأنه at the end of the day, when we started it, we can just fight, and next day we can argue, and the third day we can disagree, and then the fourth day we can agree, which is good. So that's
Yeah, that is good.
So
yeah, أنا قلت كده.
نعم.
أنا قلت كده لأنه ما عندنا يعني منابر يعني عشان نقدر نتعارف كمثقفين بتاع مثلا جنوب السودان، وعشان مثلا نقدر يعني نغيم آراءنا أو كيف يعني كيف how we contribute
Yes.
as youth and go and use our education to help our country or to make our country better. So in consensus of South Sudan أنا عرفت ناس كثيرين وغيمتهم، يعني ناس ممتازين جدا، ناس متعلمين، ناس ممكن الناس تستفيد منه في المستقبل. والحكومة ذاتها ممكن يعمل تغيير، مثلا الكوادر الآن الموجود ما قاعدين يعني يوظفوهم، يعني ظهر كوادر كثير في السوشيال ميديا، كوادر يعني ممتازة جدا الناس ممكن تستفيد منهم ما كنا عارفينهم. فدي واحدة من المحاسن بتاعت السوشيال ميديا.
نعم.
الآن أنا بعرف ناس كثير وأنا حتى بقيت أتواصل معهم. even you جونكور أنا ما بعرفك قبل كده، أنت من أول أنا ما بعرفك، أنا عرفتك في السوشيال ميديا، عرفتك في في فيسبوك بعد ذاك اتعرفنا، والآن نحن في ولاية واحدة، مرات بنمشي نشارك حاجات اجتماعية together. أنا عرفتك في السوشيال ميديا، دي واحدة من إيجابيات بتاعت السوشيال ميديا. وأتمنى إنه الحكومة تستفيد من الناس الكوادر المتعلمة اللي هم ما قاعدين يستخدموا تعليمهم عشان يساهموا في بناء دولة جنوب السودان.
نعم. شكرا يا عبد الله قرن، شكرا بليز ماي براذر. خليك في شغل هناك، ولما تنتهي ان شاء الله نحن نلاقي بكره وبعد بكره ما دمنا في نفس المنطقه خير ان شاء الله. شكرا جزيلا يا اخي.
Thank you.
شكرا. ده عبد الله قرن، كلام قوي، كلام جميل جدا جدا. So let me go ahead and see who's next. Actually ناس كتار معانا، فنانين كتار معانا وممثلين. أليكس تعبان actually موجود هنا معانا. لانغونيو رواية ابن المذكرين المسلسلات والموفي بتاع South Sudanese هو موجود معانا هنا. So many with us today. So my brother, I saw you there. I saw Julius Kellerman, and Amijibak, and then I will go back to my Sabata, my brother Sabata too. I'm calling you Julius now. Julius, go ahead and answer that. Hopefully it's gonna work for you. Yes, social media is great. Actually, the good impact in social media is more than the negativity, and we can use it in a positive way. We got together, we express our ideas, we bring our ideas together, and bring people together. You see, now nowadays, if you want to reach people, you want to go and talk to them. You want to talk like big number of people. It would be hard to, when you rent a hall and then go there. People, you will get like 30 or 50 number. Like if you look social media, you can have thousands of people at the same time. في آن واحد ممكن الناس يستمعوا لمسج، ممكن الناس يستمعوا لرسالة، ورسالة ممكن يصل لآلاف ولا ملايين الناس. This is the impact. عشان كده أنا قلت شنو قبل. People must change. And if your friend is not changing for good and he's pushing you down, then why do you want to do that? Julius, actually I tried, but it looked like it's very slow in connecting. I don't know why. You are about to come in, but it refuses. Go ahead, log out or refresh your device. It might work for you. Hopefully this time Sabata is going to work. Trying really hard. Sabata, wallahi internet amal hadi kida mako ile.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Perfect.
Okay, thank you very much, Jongkor. First of all, I would like to welcome you and all the viewers to 2019. And as many viewers have already said, we all hope that 2019 is going to be a year of progress for all of us in South Sudan, and let us hope that we will be able to better our lives and improve in our living conditions in many ways here and there. What I would just want to tell brothers and sisters on the line here is that right now, as we all know, that we have a set terms of what is called a transitional government that is going to be formed. We cannot ignore those things. Those are real facts, okay? We are waiting for those. Those terms are going to be amalgamated into what is called the transitional constitution, and it is going to be expected that there is going to be a transitional constitution working. That is going to be the government. Let the people, just my message to the people is going to be more of an advice.
Yes.
That for us to maintain peace, there has to be a degree of love amongst all of us. We know we are diverse. We have people who are from Upper Nile. We have people who are from Bahar al-Ghazal. We have people who are from Equatoria. Now, let us drop selfishness. We know very well that what unites us, what is of our national interest in South Sudan, is pretty much a distribution of resources, okay? And this is pretty much where politics and government now plays in, because they come and coordinate those resources amongst the people, and also help. Let us also make sure that we, the people, see into it that our government don't just take these resources. I want to tell the people that these resources of South Sudan belong to them. These are resources that belong to the people, okay? And when the government comes and manages these resources, let the government, we want to see into it that let the government construct roads with these resources. Let the government put these resources into education to strengthen and educate the people, so that the people eventually will create, we are having what is called civil administrative structures. Those are the structures that are pretty much administered by the ministries to deliver services to the people. We need adequate, educated people in those kind of administrative structures, okay? We cannot take anybody from Taraf Hila to come and provide services. You don't want to be operated by a doctor who has not studied medicine and does not have a degree. Let us be serious and practical as far as progress is concerned. And we want to make sure that the government also takes that money and retrains what is called the security sector. This is the most important thing. Retrains the security sector, so that the security sector actually does not remain pretty much more of tribal by nature. Let them be nationalists, because there are certain formula, brother. There are certain formula that we have to apply. Whatsoever the case, we have to apply those formula to improve in our condition. We cannot improve in our condition by wishful thinking. This is not going to happen. It has never happened in history, okay? And also let us be practical on the fact that sometimes let us not expect that always it is changes come from above. No, when you study history, you will come to realize that change always are driven by the people. When the united. People realizing how powerful they are. Let them be united. Let them be themselves. The resources. Are you there?
Go ahead.
Are you there?
Yeah, but you keep cutting off, but go ahead.
Yes. The other thing that I would like to remind the people is, listen, let us all know that throughout history has taught us that people have always driven changes the way they want. Even when we look at the country that we live in today, people praise this country. But this country, the changes that has happened in this country has not happened because the government wants to bring those changes. It is because the people wanted those changes to happen. And the people drove those changes. The people marched against slavery. The government did not just stop slavery, okay? During the Industrial Revolution, women marched and did a movement of what is called women's suffrage for them to be allowed to work, okay? This did not just happen, all right? Every time and then changes, the populist movement to bring about what is called labor reforms, so that people can work in better working conditions. All those things were brought about by the people, okay? And it is up to us, we the people, to start knowing that we cannot sit passive. And when I say sit passive, what am I talking about? We cannot sit in South Sudan wishing that let there be peace, let everything be fine, and even though our resources is being mismanaged by a group of people, we just think that things are going to be fine. No, we have to sometimes stand up and become active in saying, look, we want some accountabilities here. Because if we don't stand up and call for accountabilities, if we don't do the push, just like the Western countries did their pushing, we will always continue to wish that things are going to be fine, and things will never be fine, because we cannot always assume that.
Actually, Sabato, you brought a very, very vital point here. And I wanted to capitalize on that, because you said change always come through, people are the one that bringing change. But I have realized that, you know, we have been struggling quite a long, because we have those leaders who pretended to be leaders, self-claimed leaders, those who actually, if they want to reach there, they don't have, you know, background and education, like what you put it, that we need to put right people. If someone doesn't have a good background, you know, and he wanted to go there, and then he will start mobilizing, you know, his own people closer to him, said, those people, they are against us. Let's go and fight them. So it will mobilize, you know, like youth. And since, you know, after he mobilizes the youth will go and fight with that community. And that community actually will think, oh, those other communities are fighting us. And then now, from one person that, you know, engineered this thing because he want those people to fight, and then later he pretend to be a leader of those groups, it would be called and then make something, you know, like a peace deal or something like that, in order to, you know, to secure his own position. I feel like, what do we need to do as, you know, young people who don't like this kind of idea? In 2019, we need to focus on the people and single those out and telling them those actually are the one that destroying the country. So what is your intake in that?
Well, you have said it all, Brother Jongkor. And I think you people who are in the shows, and even if we are hanging around Fitarafhila, places like where we come and gather, like K&K stores and all that, we should talk to ourselves. Yeah, we should talk to ourselves that, look, our problems in South Sudan, the way I see it, it looks like now it's trying to take some tribal dimension here and there. And people are hardly realizing that they are being played around. You know, Jongkor, to begin with, we the people, we don't have any problems with ourselves.
Yes, this is what I've been saying. Okay? Yes, go ahead.
Yes, and I want the people to know that if I'm a Kakwa, for example, okay, and I am a politician, and there are differences happening amongst my colleagues in the government, then I go to the Kakwa, and because I know that there are so many Kakwas who are fighters, then I go to the Kakwa and then I broker some of them, if it is with money, promises in position, bring them, and then kind of tell them that it's okay, let's go ahead and attack certain areas. And then when they go and do that, I want to remind these viewers that when those kind of attacks happen, they are not done as a community of Kakwa. Yes, a Kakwa person and a group of Kakwa being brokered to do those kind of things, but it is not done in the name of the community of the Kakwa. It is Sabata and the group brokered went and will start carrying out certain activities that will result into death of many particular tribes. Guess what? Those people in that tribe will look at those boys who came and committed those atrocities and will say, you know, these Kakwa people, they are the ones who have come here to commit A, B, C, D. And then they will start revenging. If there are some Kakwas among those areas, they will start revenging. Now, the whole thing takes more of a tribal kind of tribal. And I want to let the people know that this is how our tribes are hooked into problems with each other. And as I say that, I also don't exempt even some people who are holding positions in the government. You know, they will end up not being able to use a national army to commit certain atrocities here and there, and then they will end up using certain private militias. It goes back and forth. But let me just tell this to our people that this is how our tribes sometimes get hooked up to find themselves in problems amongst themselves. But in the actual sense, we do not have problems with ourselves. And let us start opening our eyes, at least in 2019. We should continue to hold ourselves together as people of South Sudan. As the people of South Sudan, let us love each other and let us avoid those politicians who come inside the tribe and rally a group of people to perform certain activities because it creates misunderstanding. It creates what is called appearance of inappropriety. It makes as though it is that tribe doing that thing, and then we end up hitting ourselves, our heads in tribal level, in tribal lines. When I hear sometimes people talk in some shows, believe me, sometimes it makes me feel as though our nation, our society has already collapsed or disintegrated into tribal lines, and that is very damaging. That is very damaging. We are better than that, okay? We the people, we are better than that. We will let's continue to hold ourselves as brothers and sisters. Now, if Sabata decides to go to the Kakwa people and rally a group of people to go and fight, it should be known that Sabata has rallied a group of people. It should not be said it is Kakwa. Yeah, it should be said it is Sabata rallied a group of people. If I put a name to this group and I call it a group of X or group of Y, let it be identified as group of X and group of Y. Let it not be identified as Kakwa. Because every time we keep doing this, we are pretty much sending wrong information to the society, and the people tend to disintegrate into tribal lines and start hating each other along tribal lines, and that is not going to help us. You see, instead, in any case, it's even good for those politicians because every time the people are disorganized along tribal lines, it gives them the upper hand to do whatever corruption they do, and they don't get accounted for. But the people are united, as I had said in the past, that every change happens from the people, from the unity of the people. When the people are united, believe me, you will hold your people accountable. You will hold your politicians accountable. If the politicians are enriching themselves and you are looking back at your children and your children are not getting educated, the roads are not even constructed, there are no hospitals, there are no nothing, you blame the politicians. It doesn't matter even if it's your brother or your fellow relative in the city. You'll say, hey, you're not doing a good job because I'm not getting any benefit. You see, but once they start disintegrating people.
Correct. And that's where we need to focus too. Like I said, we need to focus on those who are creating turmoil. They will, rile people, and then they go and fight, and then later the thing become more tribe, and he will pretend that he's actually a peacemaker so he can get that position. We need to question those when they go to our communities, when they go to our youth, when they go to our people there and start talking, oh, those guys actually, they hate us, we wanted to do this. we wanted to protect ourselves. We will need to question them. You know, people, Shabab, they need to question them. Why are you doing this? Why? Why are you doing it? And how? And what is your problem with them? What did they do? You know, but sometimes, you know, we just, our people, they feel into emotional without, you know, questioning those, and then they will end up a victim. And people need to understand that our youth, they don't need to be a good boy. And I've been saying this for quite a long. You don't need to be a good boy. You know, just listening to whatever, you know, a chief or an elder in your community saying that we should do this and we should do that. It doesn't make you a good boy. What makes you a good boy is what you listen, you know, to the voice of right. When you do the right thing, that would make you a good boy. You will not become a good boy because you're a minister or a president or a chief or whatever. Even priest himself, Abuna, if he's doing wrong thing, do not accept it. Do not accept it, because we stand for the right. And if you stand for something right, and then do the right thing. And I hope 2019 is going to go that direction. So go ahead, my brother, and finish so I can bring other people to add their opinion. Hello.
Now,
yeah.
Yes, Jongkor. Now let me wrap up. It looks like we have been having a hard time with the internet.
Yes.
Again, my final.
Oh man, I feel bad because this thing is not, it's not going. It's gone out, but anyhow, we got all the message that we need to get, and you may come back, and if you are available, and yeah, we can continue. So let me go ahead and see who is next here online, so I can bring them in as well. I saw you, Martin, and Taban, you are first online. I'll bring you in. Taban James, I'm calling you right now. Taban James. Go ahead, Taban. أنا ما أعرف أنت عندك يا تو إنترنت يا Taban. Okay, go ahead يا Taban. يا الصوت بتاعك ما في شنو أنت لخبطت الحكاية ولا شنو؟ أنت لخبطت السيستم الليلة؟ أنت خاطي فيها بلوتوث وهناي؟ صوتك ما سامعينه، الناس ما سامعينك. أنتوا سامعينه يا جماعة؟ Just do thumb up. Are you hearing him? Is anyone hearing Taban? I don't hear him. ها؟ صوتك بعيد هسه يا دوب كده بسيط، بس شوف ناس ما سامعينك والله، معلش. اعمل انترنت كويس يا اخي، انت قاعد في مينيسوتا. معلش يا تعبان، نجيبك تاني بعدين، لانه كده انا هرجع نستفيد طبعا منك، لكن اذا كان ما سامعين صوتك بيكون صعب شويه. اوكي يا جماعه، go ahead and send a request. يا على قول اياك، we need to invest in internet. يا جماعه send in your request, send in. So Martin John Mongole, I'm calling you now. Go ahead and answer. Hopefully your internet will be okay because you are next door. You are in Canada, and you should have a good way. Telex, what do you call it? Telex. I'm calling you, Martin. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. All right, that thing is not working for John. I don't know what happened. Andrew, can you try to just push the green button? Push the green button, because here I will not be able to call it from here. I tried, but it didn't work. Hit the green button. you option either pin or black or so of course that's not what we want to do. Send in your Jama, send in request. Tawfiq, let me try you, Tawfiq. Tawfiq, send in a request. Do you have
Jongkor? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you have headphones,
Huh?
do you have headphones?
No.
Okay, go ahead and speak my voice.
Okay. First of all, I would like to say thank you for the show and Happy New Year to all the Junubin and also our brothers in the Northern Sudan. And my expectation is basic and simple. My expectation is both for our leaders and we as citizens. We need to do our part. And in order for us to do our part is this, we have to investigate. We don't have to do things on hearsay. And our leaders, they should do things that will lead us into a right way instead of us staying back. Because the steps that they are taking in regard to peace agreement that they have signed, it's going slow. It's very slow. And that's not what we want. We want something up. And we need to stop referring to ourselves as what's called tribe of a country. We are now a free people. We should refer to ourselves as free citizen of Republic of the South Sudan. Because the way we are treating each other now, we're making ourselves look as hypocrites. Because we labeled our brothers in the north all kind of names. And now, where is that unity that took us from the beginning in order to liberate South Sudan? Let's go back to that unity in order for us to reap the rewards of our sacrifices. As we're speaking, I was talking to one of my brother from Bor area, and I was asking him about my uncle who had served with SPLM for 22 years, and he was stationed in Bor. And I want to find out some information since he's been in Bor for 22 years, if anybody know of him. So I am for peace and I am for unity. There's time for peace and there's time for violence. At this stage, we don't need violence. If we see that our president is not leading our country in the right direction, we should go to him with non-violence and speak to him and give him advice. And also, my message to our president of South Sudan is that please stop rewarding rebellion. There's a lot of people who have rebelled, and in return, they were given positions. People should not be given position because they rebelled against the government. So I would like to stop from here, and if you have questions, you can ask me. I am actually taking a lunch break from work.
Thank you, brother. I don't have questions. All it's good to have. And add your perspective. And actually, my voice. Yeah. It's time for you to come in. But it was great. Thank you.
You are very welcome. Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year.
Thank you.
All right, Jama. I want to let you know that in order to avoid that echo, if you have the headphone, would be so great because I know some phone when they call me, I'm likely to have an echo, but some phone they don't have that. It depends on the way you set it. Setting. So Andrew, you said that you didn't see the The green button. Sometimes, you know, maybe you can exit and then come back, and then it will appear. Martin, I called you twice and you didn't answer. I don't know. Now, Diana and Julius also, I call you. Santino Attack, I saw you. I'll bring you as well. But let me go ahead and get it with a tip. Diana, I'll bring you really quick because you are on the list now. Your turn come. So go ahead and answer that, Diana. Dina, sorry. Dina, I'm calling you. Go ahead and answer, please.
Hello, ازيك؟ كيف عامل؟
Alhamdulillah.
Hi, how are you?
Happy New Year, Dina, and welcome to Concerned Citizen of South Sudan. And I want to get your perspective بتاعك من التوبيك اللي وضحناه اليوم. And your New Year resolution too. But I don't know if you celebrate New Year or you don't celebrate New Year. But
no, I don't celebrate any holiday. But anyway, I wish like all of us in South Sudan to be united next year. And we all gonna protest against the government, all as one tribe that calls South Sudan. And take care and what I'm gonna call him, Riak. So hopefully by next year, January 1st, they are going to be in a nursing home or somewhere in Lahai. So that's what I wish.
On 2020.
But if we all work at it, hopefully by next year they're gonna be gone. Hopefully we are all united and we all get our country back, and we have, and I hope that South Sudan is going to be like a decent country, peaceful country, and with justice and prosperity.
Great. Any other message you wanted to add? Of course, we need something like that to happen. And like I said, we need to start, changing the way we do things, the way we're talking. Those who are driving us to crazy, we need to confront them. We need to say no to my auntie, to my uncle, to my brother, because they are the one that
definitely
us. Go ahead.
We should be like spreading the energy of unity as South Sudanese, not as tribe. Like I wish this year people just leave the tribe to be something at home with your family and your cousins. But when you go outside, you are South Sudanese. Because at the end of the day, if South Sudan collapses and your tribe is well, your tribe is not going to be in a peaceful and developed country. So let's all, as South Sudanese, put our differences aside and let's all unite for a better South Sudan, for a better president, for a better security, for a better development, education, healthcare, and everything that we deserve, because we do have the money and we can do it.
Thank you. Dina, thank you so much for coming on and adding your perspective and try to be part of New Year. It's not just a holiday. It is not just a holiday. It is the year. It is the year. I don't even just call it a holiday. It is a year. The year ended and we have a new year. So thank you so much, for doing this. And let's move ahead here and call other people who are here online.
أكيد أكيد. وكل سنة أنتوا الفيو، وكل سنة وأنتوا طيبين إن شاء الله على أمانيكم وتحققوا أمانيكم، وإن شاء الله كلنا نحن كجنوبين تاني ما في جموع وما في بكي وما في مود وما في أي حاجة، لكن الحاجات دي ما بتحصل بالتمني، بتحصل بالشغل وبالاجتهاد وبإن نحن نكونوا متحدين. So that's all. وكل سنة وأنتوا طيبين.
Thank you so much, Dina. Thank you. Please stay blessed. So let me go ahead and see who is next. Okay. Kellerman, Julius Kellerman, I'm going to try this one more time. Hopefully it's going to work. Julius Kellerman, I'm calling you right now. And Ajama, send in your request. Send in your request. This is the last person actually online. I don't see another request. I'm sorry, Julius, it didn't work. Koba, I'm calling you. And I'm looking for Fortunato Languk. I'm looking for Fortunato. I hope he can send a request as well. I want to hear his New Year resolution, and I want to get his perspective from our topic tonight. So, go ahead and do that. Waiting for all of you. Send a request. لو الجهاز ما شغال يا جماعة ممكن انت تعمل exit and then you come back, and that actually will activate it, and you will be able to see the green button. Do that. Now you need the headphone. Please.
Oh, well, let me try. Give me a minute. Oh, man. Why?
Because they're off. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Now it's good. There is no more echo.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So, Koba.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year, Nyamurinyang, from the mountain.
How are you?
Mountain of Eastern Equatoria. Good to see you, brother. And I
Yep,
want to
yep.
give you a perspective from our topic tonight.
Well, Jongkor, I don't know. We have a hangover of New Year celebration, and we're still busy trying to collect our feelings. Well, as a lot of people have said, I don't know whether we need to really have any expectation. What I would need is have a change of mind.
Okay.
Because without the change of mind, Jongkor, there's no expectation. Because you expect something when something has changed. And we have the same situation. We have the same mindset of our people. And we have the same mindset of the leaders.
Okay.
And I don't know whether we really need to count a lot. What we probably may want to do is put a lot of prayer, and that's the best thing that you could say, that is.
But prayer alone will not do anything too.
Well, it will do to us, not to the leaders, but it will change our hearts. It will change our minds.
Okay.
Because if we as the people are not changed in the way we look at things, in the way we see things, there's nothing that's going to change. And we cannot expect the leaders to change. Because if the leaders don't see us as serious people, as serious citizens who demand their rights, they're not going to change. They're going to play with us.
Correct.
Right? So we cannot expect anything to happen in South Sudan if the people as citizens have not changed. We need to propagate for a change of mind. All those people that we always think they are supporting the struggle of the people or the struggle of the country to become a better place, they need to change, they need to look. And I'm getting mixed, messages from a lot of people who are talking here. The people, everybody is desperate for peace. Everybody wants peace, right?
No.
But we cannot be thinking of peace just by word of mouth. Like a lot of people say, I wish there was going to be peace. I wish there was going to be quiet. I wish the war would stop. How can the war stop if we as citizens are divided? If some people are saying, oh, South Sudan is okay, like, as you had a long time ago, the economy is booming. And some people are crying, some people are dying. And one side is saying the economy is booming, which means there is peace, there is joy, there is justice. No, we are. They say the house divided cannot stand. And that's exactly what is happening in South Sudan. Those who are standing with the government, and they are being blinded with what the government is doing. And so they stand strongly with the government, even though they know the government is doing wrong, but because they are benefiting from the government. Their livelihood is hooked to the government.
Brother,
yeah.
to be honest with you, those who are benefiting, just elite. You know, just elite. The ordinary citizens.
Yep.
It's just the pride. It's just the pride. Oh, I'm just pride, you know, to support that guy. And that's why we are saying that we should not be proud or having that pride to support that person or support that wazir or whatever, you know, military personnel without any do. They are not doing anything. They are not doing anything to your child, your wife, your mother, your country, nothing. So just only elite.
Well, I'm talking about the people who follow those elites, because the elites, of course, are the one responsible for confusing the country. And the people that are supporting these elites, they're just like robots. You know, they are mechanical, you know, pieces, mechanical elements. So they support those people just because they feed off from these people. As long as, yeah, so they are being driven and they have no say. So what we are saying is, if those people who are supporting these elites, if they can have their minds of their own, and they can decide for their own, like you said before, I was listening, even if your auntie is telling you, let's do this, and you know your auntie is wrong, please start telling your auntie, you are wrong. That's not right. Uncle, you are wrong. But because if your uncle is a minister and you benefiting and you know cruising all over the world, what do you care? Your life is okay, right?
That's why you want to be a good boy. You want to be a good sister, right?
Yeah. And so all those we call them happy predators. That's a term, a technical term for those who benefit from these, you know, screwed up people who screw our country. But I think what we need to expect is a change of heart and a change of mind, so that people can see, you know, straight and not just being blinded by the things that they are being fed by these elites. Even if they are, you are, I mean, if they are gone, where are you going to go? Let's say if all these elites are gone, your uncle is gone, you going to go with them? If they go to Hague, like the lady said, we wish Salvan and Machar next year will be gone and gone somewhere. What happened? What's going to happen to those who have been supporting them?
Now, okay, you brought a very good point. You know, Pharaoh
Yeah.
of Egypt. You know, when they were ruling Egypt,
yeah,
you know, they were taking everything. But even their slaves, the Jewish, they were working with for the Pharaoh. They were fed. At least they were fed. You know, they were getting food.
Oh, sure,
They
yeah.
were secure there, unless you committed a crime, and then the Pharaoh will throw you, you know, to the hell. But if you are okay, you are fed. But now those leaders, they have gone beyond Pharaoh. You know, the way I see it, in my own opinion, they have gone beyond Pharaoh. You know, now those good boys and good girls, those who just, oh, my uncle is right. Oh yes, Wallah is right. Yes, and they know that they are not right. They are wrong. But because they are getting a little bit with the spoon, that's why they think they are right. If those uncles die, like what happened to Pharaoh, are they gonna go to grave like what Pharaoh used to do? You, my slave, you go with grave to grave with me. Are they gonna go to grave too, or they gonna just remain with us?
Well, we're gonna whip them in a butt.
Well,
we're gonna tell them, you know, you have been bad people, you have been bad boys, you didn't listen to the voice of the concerned citizens, and you, in fact, were the one who supported this system, because without you guys, without you telling your uncle and your aunties that, oh, you are okay, you are good people, they would have fallen a long time ago. I tell you, if the support Riak and Kir are getting has gone away, all those people that you think, oh, Masiana Nyor, or this and this, if these people have come to their senses and said, oh, what are we doing? We are killing our own people. We are fighting our own brothers. Come on. These guys are the ones driving us. They're giving us orders to go kill our own people. No, we have to stop doing this. Like we're seeing the police in northern Sudan or in Sudan right now. They're seeing that.
You know what? I'm not cutting you up, Cobra.
Yeah.
You know, Lino. The most disgusting thing when they see us talking on social media, they say, that's Facebook. Then those people are stupid. That's what they think. They think we are stupid. So yeah, actually advocating for the right of the people and my right and my children's right and your children's right, they think we are stupid. They think these people that are wasting time, well, they are the one that causing problem in the country. They are the one that causing war. Imagine, are we causing
No,
war, or are we
no, they're
advising them not to do the bad thing?
no,
Imagine.
they're frightened. They're frightened because of you. They're frightened because you're speaking out and you are saying the truth. And so they continue to lie. Because if they lie, if they call you and other people who are talking and speaking out that you are liars and you are just, a bunch of losers that are doing something because they want to divert the attention from their bad acts.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to continue those people who are blind to be blind. They don't want those people to listen to you. And so they call you bad names so that the people who are following them will just, oh yeah, they are just a bunch of losers who don't want, who fail here. And so that's why they are talking. Who cannot get something here, that's why they are talking. Now, we are not talking because we want something
No,
from them.
no.
We are talking because we want our country, right? And we want those people to see the reality, to see the fact, not to be blind or what they call, you know, give them blind loyalty to these, I call them idiots, by the way,
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
you know,
We cannot, support
yeah,
someone without mental conviction, right?
yeah, you have
No,
to know,
you have to
you
know.
have to know why you follow somebody,
Yes.
not just, you don't know, ita kelima again is a koruf, birotwabil fi ragabta taki Allah, you
Mm.
get dragged around, to a slaughterhouse. You have to know where we going and what I'm doing. Is it good? Is it benefiting my country? Okay, yeah, you're doing it as a job, but it has to be
Actually,
right.
you remind me a quote by the founder of the United States, George Washington.
Yep.
Gal, I read in a book, Gal, if we are not carefully and if we neglect the rules of democracy and liberty بالذات ما يتكلم عن democracy, liberty, freedom عشان نقدر نتكلم بحرية تامة. If we neglect that, we will be led, okay, like a lamb to slaughter. يعني خروف شايلين شنو عشان يمشي يذبحوه.
Of course,
That's what
yep.
did exactly you remind me that, that line. And
Well,
that's what
I
happened
mean,
now. يعني انت بس
well,
يشيلوك كده وخلاص يقول لك imagine يشيلوك اللي عاش الليله ده. And that's what it
that's
is.
why.
Because you don't know your right and you don't want to know your right. And
Well, that's
when your brother speak about your right, about them, الناس اللي بيعكسونا ده بيقولوا الناس اللي stupid, they don't know nothing, they are making noise, they are big mouth. But we are talking about their rights ذاته حقوق بتاعهم كمواطن. Okay? So لما نيجي يشيلوه بعدين بام كده ماشيين يودوه يعملوا به عشا. And then بعد كده بقول wow, what happened to me? Well, we told you yesterday, but you didn't want to listen. We told you last year, and you didn't want to listen. You called me stupid. Jongkor has a big mouth. This guy has a big mouth. But we don't. There is no interest. I love my country, and I care. I care about the women. I care about the children. And I need jealousy in the ghira. Because we have money, and those money should be used in a good way. عشان يكون في شارع. عشان انت تزرع باميه بتاعك وبطيخ بتاعك وطماطم بتاعك ودي سوق, you can make your own money. But you are calling me stupid. Just expressing this idea, giving this idea so people can learn from it. Waylun luck. You see?
that's true.
Wrap it up, my brother. Wrap it up. New Year resolution.
Yeah, yeah, Jonkor, I think we are not, people are not fighting, the government because they want position, especially the citizens. The people who have taken up arms or who has taken up, the right to speak up against the government. They are not fighting so that they can be awarded a position. I think everybody wants that country to be a peaceful country, to be a secure place to live, a safe place to live. Because if a country is safe, why do I care even to go find a job with the government? I have my place. I can go, produce my own and do my own. So long as there is order, people can respect what I do and people can leave me alone. If I don't break any law, nobody should come and harass me. And that's exactly what we are speaking about. Because if there is no system that guarantees safety and security of a person, there is no justice. And so without justice, there's no fairness. And what we are doing here trying to speak to the people is, we're not fighting Salva Kiir because of his position. No, Salva Kiir could keep his position if he is a good person,
If he's
because
good manager.
we could even bless him. We could even give him more and more time to stay as a president. Anybody, but he has to do fairly with the people. He has to maintain justice, and he has to see that there is order. If I feel there is nothing wrong, why would I get out of my house or out of my business and go out and shout for what? Because if everything is going right, I go buy something, I go to the bank, I go to a department and get my papers processed, and they are done right, I have no reason to complain, right? But when things are done in a very, unscrupulous way, in a corrupt manner, of course, people are going to speak. Even somebody who doesn't feel like speaking, he will say, why is it going like this? This is not right. Which means there is no fairness, there is no justice, and that's exactly what makes the country go bad. Do things right, administer justice, administer fairness, and you can rule as many years you want. People love what you do, they will award you by giving you back the power to stay in that office even for 20 years. You don't have to fight for it. You don't have to kill for it. People will give it to you, but you have to do right. You have to administer justice. You have to keep the place in order and have people enjoy their life.
Yes.
You know?
Koba?
So, thank you anyway. That's all.
Thank you for coming on, brother. It was good having you, and I wish you a happy new year.
And same to you, man.
All right, next person. Let me go ahead and check here who is next. It's only you, Julius Kellerman. I don't know what happened to others. They did not send any requests. Julius Kellerman, your network, it didn't work at all, but I'm calling you one more time. I'm trying it again. Fortunato, send in a request. Fortunato, I want to see you talking. I want to hear your perspective. I don't know why you don't want to talk. You're not working today. Martin John Morbe.
السلام عليكم يا برودر جانكور، كيف حالك انت؟
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.
يا مرحبا يا كل سنة انت طيب يا عم.
وانت بخير ايضا، اتفضل يا اخي.
يا سلام يا اخي، سؤالك التمام انه الهوب في جوبا هاي وبرا واكسبكتيشنز فيري هاي. نحن كل ان شاء الله في سنه جديده نحن بنتمنى انه الدوله بتاعنا الجديده جنوب السودان ده يكون دوله بالبحثه، دوله حلوه منور ومعمر.
نعم.
وكل حاجه.
اوكي.
انا مبسوط جدا خالص، يعني هسه انا ما سمعت الناس كله بيتكلم قبالك ده كلامهم منطق وكلامهم تمام في محله يعني.
اوكي.
لكن ناس كلمه انسى انه
حتى حب بتاعنا شنو يا جون؟ حب بتاعنا شنو؟ واكسبكتيشن بتاعنا شنو؟ as new year begin.
حب بتاعنا نحن كل الشعب الجنوبي السودان people are expecting to have a new spirit, a new transformation in the implementation of the peace agreement, bringing of those of Thomas Cirillo to join the peace so that the peace will be inclusive. Then this is where people would begin to know and try to see that, okay, now there's a little bit kind of a chemistry now. But right now, the chemistry is not complete because there are still other people out there trying to find their way into Juba. But the hope is very high. The expectations is high. I myself, I have a very high expectations of how this peace can be implemented in letter and the spirit. And the Salva Kiir have started to do it right in Juba, inviting people and holding meetings. Although the holding of meetings is not that really great, but he is trying, from his perspective, to rally people behind this peace, so that all of us can own or can own this peace, not the elites, not Salva Kiir or Riek Machar or whoever, but we as the people of South Sudan need to own this peace. We need to contribute. We need to come behind and try to support it in every way. And I think this is what Salva Kiir and others are trying to do right now. But you have to remember, and all of us have to know that in every country there's a culture of leadership. Ever since the SPLM became the ruling government, they have a culture there. Now that culture there has its depths and heights. So don't forget that. So we who are outside here should not think that we're going to completely change that culture in Juba. You can't do that. And the people in Juba is not going to allow you to change the culture they established in Juba. And those cultures, we need to understand what are those cultures. That
So what do we need to do?
As a system.
So what do we need to do?
I'm sorry?
So what do we need to do if you think that we cannot change culture of Juba regime? What do we need to do now?
The culture in Juba is that we who are outside, or those oppositions trying to find their way out, has to come and join, not to change. They want us to go and join the system. Okay? In other ways, it's kind of assimilation, integration, something like that. So if we are really that we want to see that South Sudan is a prosperous country, people has to give in and take. It's like we have to compromise. The people outside have to compromise with the people within, so that we can come to the equilibrium.
So you want us citizens to compromise with the government?
Of course, we are not going to say Salva Kiir get the hell out. We are not going to say that. If you say that, he's not going to listen to you, man. What we need to do is try to find the common denominators. But Juba always wanted to get more because they are the leading government right now. They're not going to. Okay, if we say, like, if you see the percentage of the leadership divided among those groups, IO got that percentage, FDF got that percentage, whatever parties got that percentage. This is the kind of a culture they established there. They wanted to us as the opposition or whoever, the citizens, to to join those kind of percentages there. You don't need to go and say, okay, well, we need a complete change. We need an overhaul of the government. No way. This is not going to happen. So the hope that we have has as a limit. We should not have that wide kind of, we have to have a hope that has a limit. Whether the Juba will accommodate this kind of hopes or expectations, it depends on Juba, because they are the right people right now leading the country, and you're not going to get beyond them, or they're not going to put you on top of them. You have to compromise with them. And we as the South Sudanese, we need to see that we compromise with the Juba, we come together, we agree on certain things, but still they're going to take more percentages. And then from there, as the leadership is created, then when the new government is created, then we have to give awareness to the people. We have to educate people of how we can, have a prosperous leadership in South Sudan. And then will come a time where the constitution will be established and the rule of law will be established. And when those things take its course, then those, leaders up there, power will start to diminish. And then people will begin to gain the power until when the right time comes for the election, then this is where you and me will go and teach those leaders with the ballots so that we can take them out. But right now, don't you ever think that, oh, Juba, we want to change. That will come not from Juba or whatever. No way. This is not going to happen. We have to compromise with them. We have to agree with them. We have to accept whatever they say.
Okay. Martin John Morbe, thank you so much, for your insight, brother. I hope, you have a wonderful day, and I wish you a happy new year and prosperous in your life as well. Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you. Have a good one, man. Thank you.
Thank you. Let me go ahead and see who's next. Martin John Morbe, we must compromise with Juba. The citizens have to compromise. Sending you a request, Jamal. We don't want the thing to be boring. Atong, you look like you are tired. You gotta go to sleep. Hello, Julius.
Hello. Yes, hello, Jongkor.
What happened to your network, man? I've been calling you, trying. Oh.
Yeah. I keep watching. But I don't know what happened too.
Oh, it can go through.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you,
and
brother, and welcome to the program.
Yes, thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah. I was looking through the topic.
Yes.
Which is what is the hope and expectation for 2019? Yeah.
As it
like yeah, I think there are a lot of things will come before the hope and expectations. And I just want to tell a story. I always want to tell a story a little bit before I can start. In the history of South Sudan, we used to be called Sudan as a nation, one country. And since colonialism and since during those years, we never experienced a lot of political life, if you like to say. But what we used to live in was just tribal line, basically in terms of chiefdom, and also we basically know our cultural heritage and all this. This was, someone can define that more, or you can explain it beyond that. That was what happened. And this issue of Anyanya 2 came in, Anyanya 1 came in.
So now,
and then,
Julius, I'm sorry, my friend, to cut you off. We're not going to go back, on the history.
No. I'm just going to say a story.
I wanted to know. Go ahead. Because we know exactly what has happened. But as moving forward, today is January 1st, 2019. What are the expectations? What are the hopes and expectations that as the new year begins? What do we want to see happening? We are already aware that the peace has been delayed for 4 months right now. I have been scrutinizing that peace, and people were calling me that I'm sabotaging the peace, but over and over again, whatever we have been saying here in social media have been proving right. They started national dialogue, and I said national dialogue will be throwing to the garbage. They did now, because national dialogue actually came out. President Kiir should give the power in a peaceful manner. The chairman of that national dialogue was Angela Bida. Now nobody talking about the national dialogue, because national dialogue came up with an idea that President Kiir should go away in peaceful way. Now they are not talking about it. But before, they used to hammer us when we talk, when we say they are doing wrong. They say no. National dialogue is the only answer. It's the only, even though there is a little, small thing here, people here in social media, they used to do that. Arusha is going nowhere. And so many things are going anywhere. And now peace has been signed in September last year, and it's not going anywhere. It's delayed 4 months. So now, what are we expecting? What are expectations and hopes? Go ahead and wrap it up.
Thank you for bringing that straightforward. What I'm gonna say is just a few things. One is dialogue. The dialogue within the citizens themselves. I'm not talking about dialogue with the politicians. Most of you already mentioned that. Dialogue itself, some people still up to now, do not understand what dialogue is, because dialogue is similar to peace. So, for example, when you ask someone what is peace, sorry, there's a background noise.
Go ahead.
Sorry about that. Yeah. So, according to me, dialogue, what I would say is it's all about compromise. For example, in 2001, when I was coming to Australia here, I just want to tell you one story. We came up here with kids, family, of course. When we came here, there was something called social welfare. And that social welfare is looking after the family or people who are disadvantaged to get what? To get money, for rent, for food, and everything. So what happened? Our young people who were here, they took the culture in the Western world. For example, in Australia here, I would say, what happened is they're saying they start leaving house. They're leaving their house, their parents, 13-year-old, 14-year-old, leaving the what? Their family. Why do they do that? Because they're saying their parents are not giving them freedom. Okay? And the parents also in another way were asked, why is that happening in between your kids? And the parents were saying their kids are not listening. They are not respecting them. Respect and freedom, two things. So what happened is they were brought the family about, I think, 17 in total, the parents, and then about 21 young people who left home. Some already came back home anyway. So they were put in a separate room in a video. The young people were asked, what is freedom that you are leaving home that your parents are not giving you? So the young people said a lot of things. We, for example, when we turned 16, the government give us something, like say about 200 Australian dollar. That's just for the young people, basically to look after some of the transport issues.
What is that?
In
A
regards
month
to
or a
school.
week or 2 weeks?
It's every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks.
So
what happened is,
total of 400 a month.
yes, yes. So they are saying they are not being given that because the government gives them, and their parents is controlling that. They're taking away. They say we were raised up with our parents, and this issue of you asking our parents, we never asked questions to our parents in the past. Why are you asking that? So, and then they are asked to be home at 5 or 6, and they say they want to hang out with their friends. They want to go out and things like that, because this is what the Western culture our young people start getting into. And our parents were put in a separate room. They were asked about that respect. What does that mean? That respect they are talking about. When they were questioned about
It was
that,
like a
they
case
said,
study, huh?
yes.
Okay.
Yes. So the parents say, look, this is our kids. We raise them up and we bring them up. They have to listen to us. We have been raised up with our parents, and they have to listen to us. And that's part of our culture. And when there is occasion like traditional dance and things like that, we want our kids to learn our identity. And we want to take them out to do that, to learn that. And at the end, then they were brought in one room, and that video of the young people were put for all of them to see. Okay? And when the youth were watching the video with the parents, they were quiet. And also the video of the parents were put, they were all watching together. And then question time came up for them to answer, what do you think about this video, all of you? So if you, in the room, I was there, when you're looking through, you will see the elders are the one controlling. They were talking. The young people were not talking a lot, like about 2 talk, and that's it. So at the end, what comes into that was dialogue. Okay, we came from there, from our country home. Of course, that's our culture. My child is my superannuation. You know, the more you have kids, that's your superannuation. That's the belief we have. So my kids, when I'm old, that's when they will have what they have. and they look after me. I own them. So control. That was the parents. And the kids, at the end, the compromise was, you, the kids, you can have the freedom, but the freedom have to be 50%, not 100%. And the same thing to the parents. They were told, the issue you having in the family, the kids running away, is because you're not giving them that freedom. You give them 50%. So if the government is giving them $200, okay, tell them, look, give them responsibility. Say there is electricity bill here, there is water bill here. Give them the responsibility. When the papers come, or the letter or the bills come, just give to them to pay only $50, and then the rest, let them save their money. So don't take everything from them. Give them 50%. And then this practice started happening since 2001. What happened? Kids who start leaving home start coming back slowly home. And my message is, if we start this movement, just this is the dialogue I'm talking about. If we can start that, if we can start about such kind of dialogue with our family in this way, and with our cousins, someone already mentioned, with our uncles, forget about the politicians. Let's not talk about politics. If we can dialogue in that way, and this dialogue will automatically grow up and will go to the national level, and then the politician will pick the message right. That is one. So if we go to politics, for example, someone already mentioned, we have to dialogue with the politicians. In what ways can we dialogue with the politician? The only way we can dialogue is through doing such kind of examples of things. Say, for example, now you, Jongkor, you come up with this initiative. And this is some of the initiative. We are going to dialogue among ourselves. Right now, we are dialoguing through ourselves. How can we listen to someone that we hate? Equatoria, for example, we always listen, and the war that we have in South Sudan, we know very well, and that it's not all the Dinkas. Okay? Not all the Dinkas are actually wrong. Some Dinkas are suffering in another way, and we're the same. And Equatoria has 36 tribes. If I ask you, Jongkor, now, can you name, I know you might read it, it's the 36 tribes, for example, but let's come with some movement in this media. For example, anyone who speaks here, at the end, in summary, let them say a word of peace in their own language. Like me, when I'm finishing today, I will say that. Let's begin that kind of movement. And then sending a message saying that I'm from this village and I wish everybody a peace. That kind of message we're sending, that's the grassroots movement that we can start doing as well, you know? So my message is just the dialogue among ourselves, and then the politician will pick the message. The last thing I want to speak about is health. This year, I hope, and also that this year should be a healthy year for all of us. Why? There is issue of HIV and AIDS in South Sudan. Let's not only talk about politics, but there is HIV and AIDS issue in South Sudan. And believe me or not, when someone is sick, okay, not only HIV, it could be mental illness out there happening. Right. So let's promote healthy life. Bring people, encourage people who are HIV positive to come in this program and speak about their disease. Encourage about people who have mental illness to come and speak here about this disease. Let's start that movement ourselves. And then I know the politicians there are a lot of them with the HIV, AIDS, or mental illness. They're right there in Juba. They are ministers or whatever. They are there. So if they see us doing that, people coming out and promoting this, what will happen? They will start coming out and speaking out because they are scared. They don't want to die. Correct. You know? So let's educate them. We educate them because peace if I ask you now what is peace, you probably will say Jongkor probably different way. I'm sure. Well, what do you think is peace, Jongkor? In a simple way, just say it in a simple way. What is peace according to you?
Peace to me is to have justice. Peace
Okay.
to me is no one is going to intimidate me. Peace to me
Yes.
is to be secure with my children. I can work, I can
Mhm.
interact, I can speak up my mind, and
Yes.
no objection. All right. Peace to
That's
me is to respect my neighbor and respect others
yes.
and treat them
Yeah.
the way I want to be treated. That's the peace to me. That's
Yeah.
what peace means to me.
Yes, exactly. So when someone is sick with HIV/AIDS or mental illness, we don't have that mental illness issue
We
in
have,
our
but because
community. No,
established,
back in South Sudan,
yeah.
we say that is a mad person, but it's a sickness can be treated that we don't know as well. So going back to peace, yes, that perception of defining peace is different to everybody, and that's okay.
Mhm.
But peace, the real peace and meaningful and purposeful peace is just like me, Jongkor. Can you trust me, Julius, if I said, Jongkor, you're going maybe holiday to Kenya or something, and then give me your bank card and the PIN number. You live with me for a month. Do you think you can leave that for me, with me, Jongkor?
Yeah, if I know you, what I mean that if I know you, yes, of course,
Yeah.
I trust you, and if I know you very well, this person is not gonna do harm to me. If I leave my credit
Yes.
card or my bank account PIN number and all this, if it's not going to harm me, and then yeah, I can do that.
Thank you.
That
Thank
means
you, Jongkor. You just mentioned it very right there.
yeah,
To me, definition of peace is trust.
yeah.
Okay? I will never, like, say for example, okay, a Dinka person, okay? Me, I'm from Madi, and you know the situation, Nimule and everything. So Dinka person, I'm asking him to come or family to come and live with my family for 1 month, and I'm going. And the other Madi or the other community will say, oh, what the fuck is that man doing? Sorry about that. And then what's that mean? That means there is no trust. So real peace means trust. If there is no trust, that simple definition we just mentioned about the ATM and the bank card.
That's right.
If that one is not there, there's no real peace. So
And to build
let
that
the
trust,
politicians
we have to have a conversation and a dialogue until we
Yes,
get there.
exactly.
Like I said from the beginning of this
Yes.
program, we may fight, shout from the beginning, and next week
Yes.
we can disagree, and the following week
Yes.
we can say yes. Now we got it together, and finally we can agree. It doesn't happen right away, right straight. So, Martin, thank you so much, for coming on, brother,
Thank you.
and airing your perspective.
No worries.
It was good.
Just one more thing. I was saying, when I'm saying bye, I have to say in my language. Everybody have to say that. That's part of the movement.
Peace in your language.
Okay?
Say peace.
Anjo kwasi.
Anjo kwasi.
Manzora.
Yes.
Oh, Manzora.
Or
Bye-bye.
Manjara, I got it. Yeah, I will
Manzora is
try to
thank
say
you,
peace
yeah.
in their own mother tongue. Thank you so much, brother
Yes.
Martin. It was good.
Everybody have to say that.
Yeah. Thank you,
Thank
Julius.
you.
Sorry,
Bye-bye.
I'm calling you Martin. Thank you, Julius, for
No,
coming on.
no
It
worries.
was good having you. You have a good morning there. So let me go ahead here. Hey, Jamal, sending your request. I know it took a little bit time. Santino Attack, I'm calling you. Santino Attack, I'm calling you right now. I saw your request. Rosaline, I didn't change the schedule of my show, but today is January 1st, and it's good that to raise awareness in the beginning of this year. As we depart yesterday to 2019, what are the expectations and hopes for our country? That's the discussion of today. So Santini, I'm calling you. When it appears that you are not answering, I don't know what happened. Hopefully you will answer. So we can move on. Santino, go ahead, please, because I've been waiting for you a long time.
Hello.
Yes, we hear you. Faddal right away.
Yeah.
Faddal.
Yes, sir. أنا بعنيك تحياتي يا جونكور لك ولأسرة بتاعتك.
نعم، شكرا.
وللمستمعين كله. أنا في الشغل طبعا، لكن أنا داير أقول لك كل عام وأنت بخير يا أخي، ونتمنى هذا العام يكون عام السلام لجميع أبناء الجنوبيين.
نعم.
في بلادنا إن شاء الله.
Yes, go ahead. تفضل.
أنا طبعا في ناس اتكلموا كتير من قبل من ما بدأ البرنامج. أنا كنت طالع من الصلوات، لكن يعني كتر خيرك. دقيقة بس، دقيقة عشان أصلي لنفسي، لأنه ابتدى أنا في الشغل، لكن يعني يس سير. فأنا
تفضل.
أنا يعني بالتوفيق إن شاء الله وصلنا ل 2019 باسم الرب إن شاء الله. أنا طبعا البرنامج أنت كتبته برنامج عظيم جدا، وإحنا يعني شرفنا أن يكون هذا السنة عام الخيري. أنا ما عندي أي حاجة كتير داير أقولها يا جونكور، لكن داير أشكرك طبعا في المجتمع الجنوبية أو المجتمع الأفريقية بالذات. لما حد داير يعمل حاجة كويسة الناس بيكرهوه طبعا. أنت بديت برنامج كويس، ودائما جيل للجيل يختلف كويس، والجيل دائما هم اللي بيرفع المجتمع للأفضل كويس. ووجودنا في هذه الدنيا لابد انه نعمل العمل الصالح، عشان لما تتحرك من الدنيا مثلا الناس يذكروك بالعمل الطيب.
نعم.
العمل الطيب اللي انت بتعملها وبخليك الناس يسأل انه العمل الطيب انت عملته ده عمل كان يعني عمل خيري. فدائما تذكر انه انت العمل اللي انت بتعمله ده العمل الطيب، وما عمل الشاذ، عمل الطيب، لان انت عايز تغير المجتمع. فالناس زي ما قلت قبل، لو في حد بيكرهك خليه يكرهك، لكن انت بتعمل حاجه كويس. انا داير اقول للاخوه واخوات المستمعين ان دائما يعني اصعب حاجه يعني تخلي باد ليجاسي وراك كويس، و اسهل حاجه انه وتخلي الناس يحبوك، خلي حاجه كويس وراك عشان الناس يذكروك. انا داير اقول للمجتمع الجنوبيه ل 2019
نعم
ان لابد ان نكون المجتمع الفاعلي، المجتمع الناتج يعني بيحب الانتاج، والمجتمع يعني يوقف الاسلوب بتاع القتال بيننا والاساليب التافه ان احنا مستخدمين مع بعض، والكراهيه لازم يقيف. ده رسالتي انا داير اقول، لانه المجتمع بتاعنا يا جونكور انستيد ينتج عشان الناس يقدروا يعرفون ان احنا الناس منتجين بافكار الطيبه وبكلمات الطيب. ان احنا استخدمنا اسلوب بتاع العنف، بقينا قاعدين نضارب مع بعض، بقينا قاعدين نتقاتل مع بعض، وكذلك انا يشبه يعني الشوعات بنحن بنقول ان احنا مسيحيين او مسلمين، ونحن ذاته يعني طلعنا من احطار بتاع الاديان السماويه اللي نزلت في السماء. يعني اذا كان بتنظر جنوب الليله ده بيكون قسيس بالنهار، وبالليل بيكون حاجه تاني كويس. فانا وبكره تلقوه بكون امام بالنهار، وبالليل بيكون حاجه تاني. انا داير اقول للجنوبيين كويس. وانا بوصل الكلام ده كمان بانجليزي عشان الناس يقدر يعرف ان احنا لازم نكون الناس محترمين عشان الناس يقدر يحترمونا. كويس. ان احنا لازم نقتنع بالكتب المكتوب. اذا كنا مسيحيين الحقيقيين لازم نرجع المحبه والتوبه. في 2019 ده يكون عام التوبه. الناس يتوب ويقل قبليه. انت شلكاو دينكاو نويراو بلنداوي الشولي. يا جماعه احنا كل واحد امام الله. انا رسالتي بس انا بتركز على الكتاب المكتوب في كتاب مقدس. كويس. الوسائل العاشره يا جنوبيين، الوسائل العاشره يا جنوبيات، اتمسك فيها، اتمسك في وسائل العاشره. ونحن ربنا بدينا الرحمه. كويس. وبرهمنا وبدينا السلام في بلدنا. واذا كنا مسيحيين الحقيقيين.
شكرا.
كويس. واذا كنا مسلمين كمان كويس حقيقيين. انا ما عندي اي حاجه داير اقول، لكن انا متفاعل انه الابن الجنوبي او ابن الجنوبيه انا متاكد تماما 2019 كويس هيكون مختلف زي السنين الفات. ده شيء داير اقوله لك يا اخوي، وربنا يباركك. انا احب اقوله بالعربي لكن ما غالبني عشان اقول بالانجليزي، لكن ما عندنا ما في زمن.
اوكي شكرا.
ونتمنى كمان يا جونكور، يعني انا بشكرك كثير لانه انت بتجيب داير اقول لك انت قاعد تجيب اشكال كده في محل كل يوم. انت كمان لازم تجيب ناس جدد زي ما جبتني الليله. انا مبسوط يعني ناس اندرو قاعدين. انت مهم على كل حال يا اخوي، ربنا يخليك
يعمل
مع
ريكوست،
الاسره
اي
بتاعتك.
زول يعمل ريكوست انا ما عندي مشكله، بنجيبه طوالي زي ما انت شايف.
ايوه
I don't favor. شكرا جزيلا يا اخ سانتينو للمداخله ولكلام.
ربنا يباركك.
شكرا، انا بشكرك كل الشكر. يا wonderful.
شكرا لك.
اوكي
ماشي يا عمي.
no problem.
يلا
باي.
باي.
Alright يا جماعه send in your requests and let's just make it like 5 minutes and I hope you can share the video as well because it looks like a lot of people they have difficulties getting in and that's why they left as well. It is an unusual day of course, you know, to conduct this show. We usually do it on Saturdays, but we are doing it today because it's New Year and we wanted to wish, you know, good for New Year. I don't see a lot of people here. Andrew, you were here, but you have gone. We wanted to call you, but I want you to request a Jamal. You know? Okay, go ahead and answer that. I'm calling now. Hello, John Maluk.
Hello, Ben Jongkor.
John Maluk, how are you?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
Good, good. It looked like it's middle of day there.
Oh, yes, it's 12 o'clock, man, in Australia.
Wow. It's good to see you, brother, you know.
Yeah, it's almost 12 o'clock now.
12 p.m. and
Yeah.
here is night in the United States. You already new day.
Oh, yeah, it is.
2nd of January. We are in
Oh, the new day is good. The new day is fine.
All right. Go ahead, brother.
We are really excited that New Year had come.
No.
But as you have written in your heading here, that hope at the beginning of this new year, I think we will hope that the peace will come. Yeah, even though we see it moving slowly. As I have heard brothers was talking that is behind 4 months. We will still add another to let it work. We are hoping for all Southern Sudanese who are around the world at least to support peace, because the peace that we support would be the good strategies to change the system. Because by now, especially in African countries, the leaders don't like peace because they see peace as the big threat to them. And you are right. When you are calling for peace, peace will try to stop whoever do wrong
Mm-hmm.
not to do wrong, and that is why they feel intimidated because they like those superiority minded. I am the boss, Anna Lebasha, and for them to lose that still.
Go ahead, John. It look like we are having difficulties. I don't know what happened in Yamaha. That's Ingibel. You can send in another request. You know, if you still there, I know we are trying our best at Jamaican to bring this thing together. Unfortunately, let me go ahead and see here who's else. So Lomafi Nas, yeah, we can call a day because actually we want to make sure we don't want to run something boring. You know, we want to make sure people are interacting and are getting, you know, what they're supposed to be getting, the message they're supposed to be getting. So let me see here. So try to send in a request. Leave it open. So I don't see any requests, so that means all right. It appears it's getting night in some part of Europe, and it's night in America, and it's already early morning in Africa, around 3 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., some part in Africa. So I want to say that thank you for coming in, thank you for tuning in. I know it's a short program, but it meant actually for wishes and hopes for our beloved country. So you can come forward and do so. And we have some people that, you know, they came out and they spoke really well. So I wish you a happy new year and a prosperous new year. And peace can prevail in South Sudan and live in peace and harmony. That's what we want, that's what we are asking. South Sudan can go back to the right track so we can be produced. You know, that's what we want. So we've been doing this for quite a bit, but it seems like people have already look like they're tired or they're gone. It looks like I have one person here. Let me try that one person before I conclude. Isam Aboud, Dawood, sorry. If you could answer that, I can bring you in. Let me see. So go ahead and answer that if that works, and then I can bring you in. But it seems like it's still adding. Hopefully it's going to work for you, and then I'll bring you here. All right. So Isam Dawood. Unfortunately, the network is not connecting to you. I apologize for that, and hopefully, you know, for people to hear their voice. So now I'm gonna go ahead and conclude. So Saturday, inshallah, we're gonna have that regular show that will include everybody like usual. We were including everybody anyway, but it looked like people are a little bit reluctant today. It's New Year's, you know, celebration. People are going out, they are doing other stuff. Some people are still sleeping. So thank you so much for joining me and for being part of this. نلتقيكم inshallah on Saturday. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Thank you so much, brothers and sisters.
Africa, say it louder. Say it shouter. Salam alaikum. Assalam alaikum. Salam alaikum. Assalam alaikum. Salam alaikum. Assalam alaikum.
Right, absolutely you are right, brother Simon. You are right. Nana makunda mabokairin. Leader Ghana Zamandak, they fought for independence. We were not even expecting for them to create a chaos